Welcome back, folks. Well, bulls stepped up again today. Stocks ground out another positive close on the back of upbeat GDP and consumer numbers, and metals lit up again. With inflation still a touch sticky, but the economy proving durable, we're seeing some interesting rotations emerge. Before we get going, if you're new here, welcome. But please note that none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop.
It really does feel like that. We're definitely seeing the momentum carry over from yesterday's relief rally.
Right, after that Greenland framework deal.
Exactly. That eased a lot of anxiety, and today's data just gave the bulls another reason to, stick around.
And you could see it on the scoreboard. The Dow added, 0.59%?
S&P was right there with it, up 0.52%.
And the Nasdaq climbed 0.73%. But the real leader, I thought, was the small caps. The IWM edged everyone out at a 0.75% gain.
And that relative strength is a great sign for risk appetite. But from a technical standpoint, the real story for me is the Nasdaq reclaiming its 20-day moving average.
That short-term litmus test, as you call it.
It is. Getting back above it, well, it signals the path of least resistance might be flipping back to up. Meanwhile, you've got the Dow just sort of consolidating, holding that high base right below the $496 level.
And we have to talk about the dollar. It dropped pretty sharply today.
Oh, yeah. And we've seen this negative correlation play out a lot. When the dollar takes a breather,
equities tend to like it.
Exactly. It's like a pressure release valve. It gives sectors like energy, the XLE, a chance to finally release some of that pent-up energy.
Speaking of pent-up energy, we're seeing a few names acting like coiled springs. We're watching AST Space Mobile, ASTS.
Still high basing, just below that $120 mark.
And Alibaba. Baba is finally showing some life.
It is. It's validating that falling wedge breakout we talked about. That's a classic pattern. But you have to, and this is key, you have to wait for the confirmation.
Right. But these charts don't move in a vacuum. Let's look at the why, the economic engine.
The Q3 GDP final read. It came in hot today.
How hot?
4.4%.
Right.
Annualized. The estimate was only 3.8%.
Wow. So the economy is durable. But what about inflation? Core PCE came in a little sticky, didn't it?
A touch sticky at 2.8%. But here's the key part. The consumer isn't folding. Personal income was up 0.3%, and spending held firm at 0.5%.
So even with that sticky inflation, people keep spending.
Precisely. And the market saw that. It realized the economy isn't cracking. That's why we didn't see some big panic sell-off on the inflation print.
Just a quick reminder again that if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, please do drop it in the comments. We want to know what you're looking at to make these videos more relevant if possible. And we'll do our best to talk about what we see in a future episode. And as always, drop a like if you appreciate these market summaries and click subscribe too so you can stay updated.
So now let's look at a pretty stark divergence we saw today over in crypto and metals.
Yeah, Bitcoin was a bit of a snooze fest, wasn't it?
Total sideways action. It's still just struggling at that 50-day moving average, up barely 0.16%.
Just bumping its head on that resistance level.
Right. But while crypto was sleeping, the metals just, they went vertical.
Oh, they did. Gold surged 1.85%, and silver was just sprinting, up 3.78%.
And you have to keep an eye on platinum. It kicked off a breakout from that bull pennant pattern we flagged. That's a classic continuation signal. It looks like a clear rotation into safe haven assets.
Okay, so you have metals flying, stocks grinding up, the dollar dropping. How does a regular trader even process all that without getting chopped up?
This is where intermarket awareness becomes, it's non-negotiable. You can't just stare at one chart. You need to see how the dollar affects your stocks, how metals signal safety. It's exactly the kind of thing we hammer home in the Grok Trade Mentorship program. We teach you how to spot these correlations, how to size your positions correctly, and we stand by our members with full support until you've recouped your investment and then some.
It's all about having that structured edge. So what's the plan heading into tomorrow?
I'd say stay nimble. Watch these rotation signals. See if the energy in metals holds up, and definitely keep a close eye on the dollar. If it keeps sliding, equities could have more room to run.
Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.